Welcome to Velveta. Sounds of sleep, your serene escape for dreamers, thinkers, and those seeking peaceful rest. This is where the day's noise fades and the magic of a peaceful night gently begins. Take a deep, calming breath. Close your eyes. We will guide you with soft-spoken stories and ambient narratives, helping you drift into the peace you deserve. Forget the distractions. Simply listen. Press play, and let your journey to tranquil sleep begin. Sweet dreams await. Welcome once more, weary traveler, to the tranquil realms of ancient Egypt, where the golden light of creation still lingers in the desert air. We have journeyed through the primordial waters of Nun and witnessed the miraculous emergence of the first gods and the world itself. Tonight, we delve deeper into the heart of this ancient cosmos, focusing on the very first divine family, whose destinies were intricately woven with the fabric of life, death, and resurrection. We speak of Osiris, the benevolent king, Isis, his devoted queen, Seth, the turbulent brother, and Nephthys, the quiet observer. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and allow your mind to drift on the currents of their timeless saga, finding peace and tranquility in their profound embrace. As the cosmos stabilized after the initial creation, with Geb, the earth, and Nut, the sky, gently separated by Shu, the air, a new era dawned. From the sacred union of Geb and Nut, 4 pivotal deities were born, each embodying a fundamental aspect of existence and destined to shape the future of both gods and humanity. These were Osiris, Isis, Seth, and Nephthys, the foundational figures of the Ennead, the great company of gods. Their birth marked the transition from the raw, elemental forces of creation to the intricate narratives of governance, love, betrayal, and rebirth that define Egyptian mythology. Their very essence hummed with the delicate balance of order and chaos, life and death, reflecting the dualities inherent in the burgeoning world. The air around them, newly created by Shu, seemed to shimmer with their divine energy, a silent testament to the unfolding of cosmic purpose. Let us first turn our attention to Osiris, the eldest and most revered of the 4. From the moment of his birth, a palpable sense of peace, harmony, and destiny surrounded him. He was a god of extraordinary grace, profound wisdom, and innate compassion, embodying the principles of Ma'at, the cosmic order and justice, from his very essence. His presence radiated a calm authority that naturally drew all living beings towards him. Ra, the mighty sun god, recognizing Osiris's innate nobility, his profound understanding of balance, and his deep love for all creation, chose him to rule over the newly formed earth and its fledgling human inhabitants. Imagine Osiris descending to Midgard, not with a dramatic flourish of immense power, but with a gentle, comforting presence, like a serene morning mist settling over fertile fields, nourishing the land and its people with his very being. His voice was soft, yet imbued with an undeniable authority, his demeanor benevolent and tirelessly kind, always seeking the well-being of his subjects. Osiris, with his compassionate heart and far-seeing wisdom, dedicated himself tirelessly to civilizing humanity, guiding them from a chaotic, primitive existence towards a life of order, prosperity, and spiritual understanding. He taught them the art of agriculture, showing them not only how to cultivate the fertile black lands along the life-giving Nile, but also the profound sacredness of the land. He instructed them on how to prepare the soil, how to sow seeds in harmony with the river's floods, and how to harvest the abundant crops, ensuring their sustenance and the cyclical renewal of life. He introduced them to the practice of winemaking, transforming wild grapes into a drink of joy, celebration, and communal ritual, fostering bonds among the people. Furthermore, he established the very first laws and principles of justice, teaching people how to live in harmony with one another, how to resolve disputes with fairness and wisdom, and how to respect the delicate balance of Ma'at in their daily lives. Under his gentle, unwavering reign, Egypt flourished beyond imagination, becoming a land of unparalleled prosperity, profound order, and deep spiritual understanding. The fields hummed with the quiet industry of cultivation, the granaries overflowed with bountiful harvests, and the hearts of humans were filled with gratitude and a newfound sense of purpose. Osiris was truly a king who led by example, embodying the quiet strength of benevolent leadership, a silent guardian of human well-being, and a tireless architect of civilization. His reign was widely considered a golden age, a period of profound tranquility and unprecedented growth, where humanity learned to live in harmony with the natural rhythms of the world and with each other. Beside Osiris stood his devoted sister and eternal wife, Isis. Their love was legendary, a bond that transcended all earthly boundaries and future challenges, radiating a warmth and light that permeated the very fabric of the cosmos. Isis was the epitome of unwavering loyalty, boundless compassion, and powerful, ancient magic. She was revered as the goddess of motherhood, healing, fertility, domestic life, and the most profound mystical arts. Her wisdom was as deep and eternal as the Nile itself, her touch as comforting and soothing as the evening breeze that swept across the desert. She worked tirelessly and gracefully alongside Osiris, aiding him in his monumental mission to civilize the world, nurturing humanity with her profound knowledge of healing herbs, ancient incantations, and the secrets of the cosmos. Imagine her presence, graceful and radiant, her hands gently soothing fears and anxieties, her eyes reflecting an infinite compassion and understanding that could calm any storm. Isis's magic was not of forceful command or brute strength, but of deep understanding, subtle influence, and transformative power, weaving spells with the quiet precision of a master weaver at her loom, creating reality from intent. Her love for Osiris was the very essence of unwavering devotion, a powerful, unyielding force that would eventually defy even death itself, standing as a beacon of hope and resilience in the face of insurmountable sorrow. She was the silent strength behind the throne, the nurturing heart of the new world. However, not all was harmony in the divine family, nor could order exist without its turbulent counterpart. Seth, the younger brother of Osiris, harbored a growing corrosive jealousy and bitter resentment towards his brother's immense popularity, his benevolent rule, and the universal adoration he received. Seth was the god of chaos, destructive storms, the scorching, barren desert, violence, and foreign wild lands. He represented the untamed, unpredictable, and often brutal forces of nature, a necessary but often feared counterpart to order, bringing change, disruption, and the occasional necessary challenge. His energy was raw, powerful, and utterly unpredictable, often manifesting as violent sandstorms that blotted out the sun and burning winds that scoured the landscape. While a vital part of the cosmic balance, for chaos is necessary for creation and renewal, His nature leaned inherently towards discord and destruction. Imagine Seth, his eyes burning with a restless, untamed energy. The desert winds swirling around him even in the calmest moments, carrying the faint scent of rebellion and unrest. He yearned for ultimate power, for unparalleled recognition, and for a world that reflected his own tumultuous and chaotic spirit, untamed by the gentle hand of order. His envy for Osiris's gentle, universally admired rule gnawed at him relentlessly, growing like a silent, poisonous plant in the darkest corners of his heart, pushing him inexorably towards a path of ultimate, unforgivable betrayal. Driven by this dark and consuming envy, Seth conceived a cunning, elaborate, and ultimately cruel plot to usurp Osiris's throne and eliminate his brother. He secretly commissioned a magnificent, intricately carved chest, fashioned from the finest wood and adorned with precious metals, meticulously crafted precisely to Osiris's exact measurements. At a grand banquet, filled with revelry and unsuspecting guests, he presented the chest as a wondrous exotic gift, declaring with feigned generosity that it would belong to anyone who could perfectly fit inside it. One by one, the eager guests tried, but none could fit the chest perfectly, either being too tall, too short, too wide, or too narrow. Finally, Osiris, innocent, trusting, and ever gracious, stepped forward to demonstrate, laying down within the chest. As soon as his body settled perfectly within its confines, Seth and his 72 conspirators, moving with chilling swiftness, slammed the heavy lid shut, sealed it permanently with molten lead, and then, with cruel satisfaction, cast the sarcophagus containing their living king into the tranquil waters of the Nile. The serene waters of the river, usually a source of life and abundance, now carried the body of the murdered king, a dark secret drifting silently towards the sea. A profound act of betrayal that rippled through the very essence of the world. The cosmos itself seemed to shudder with a quiet shock, a deep tremor of imbalance reverberating through the newly established order, as if the sun had momentarily forgotten its path. With Osiris tragically gone, plunged into the deep, dark abyss of the river, chaos threatened to engulf the land that he had so carefully nurtured. Seth violently seized the throne, unleashing a reign of terror and discord, marked by relentless storms, barren lands that refused to yield crops, and bitter disputes among humanity. The glorious golden age of Osiris was brutally shattered, and the world plunged into a period of profound despair, instability, and fear. But the profound, unyielding love and unwavering determination of Isis, Osiris's devoted wife, would not allow this horrific tragedy to be the ultimate end. She was consumed by an unbearable grief, yet her spirit remained utterly unyielding, fueled by an unbreakable bond of love and a burning desire for justice. Imagine her silent, determined quest, her eyes filled with sorrow but also burning with an unshakable purpose, a beacon of light in the growing darkness. Isis embarked on a long, arduous, and perilous journey, wandering tirelessly through the desolate swamps and across the scorching deserts of Egypt and beyond, enduring countless hardships, asking every person, spirit, and creature she encountered for any sign of her beloved husband's body. Her grief was palpable, a tangible weight that hung in the air, yet her hope was a powerful, unwavering beacon in the engulfing darkness, guiding her steps. She eventually found the chest, miraculously embedded within the trunk of a giant tamarisk tree that had grown around it in the distant land of Byblos. symbolizing life's persistent embrace even over death. With immense magical prowess, deep knowledge of ancient rites, and gentle, unwavering strength, she carefully retrieved the chest, gently freeing it from the tree's embrace, and meticulously brought Osiris's body back to Egypt, hoping desperately to revive him. Her journey was a testament to the power of love to overcome unimaginable loss, a silent, persistent, and deeply spiritual journey of hope and enduring devotion. However, Seth, ever vigilant and consumed by his malevolent desires, soon discovered that Isis had recovered Osiris's body. Enraged beyond measure that his dark deed might be undone, he was consumed by a new, furious madness. In a fit of uncontrollable, destructive fury, he brutally seized Osiris's body and dismembered it into 14 scattered pieces, flinging them across the entire land of Egypt, from the fertile delta to the barren deserts, making it almost impossible for them to be reunited. This horrific act was designed to ensure that Osiris could never be made whole again, never be resurrected in any form, thus permanently securing Seth's tyrannical rule. The dismemberment plunged Isis into even deeper despair, a sorrow that threatened to consume her. Yet paradoxically, it only strengthened her resolve, sharpening her focus and igniting an even fiercer determination. Imagine the quiet horror of this act. The sacred body of the benevolent king scattered across the land, a heart-wrenching symbol of fragmentation, loss, and the triumph of chaos. Once again, Isis embarked on a sacred, sorrowful, and painstaking quest, this time courageously accompanied by her quiet, compassionate, and utterly loyal sister, Nephthys. Nephthys, the goddess of lamentation, protective magic, and the unseen, often stood gracefully in the shadows of her more prominent siblings, but her profound compassion and invaluable supportive nature were essential to Isis's mission. She represented the quiet solace found in shared mourning, the unseen yet powerful support that helps guide grieving souls through their darkest hours of despair. Together, the two sisters, weeping softly but tirelessly, meticulously searched every corner of Egypt, from the banks of the Nile to the edges of the desert, gathering each scattered piece of Osiris's body. Their search was a profound testament to sisterly devotion, unending grief, and the enduring power of hope. Yet it also carried a profound sense of purpose and the quiet dignity of a truly sacred task. They moved through the vast, mournful landscape with gentle precision, each discovery of a piece of Osiris's body a small, quiet victory against despair, a step closer to healing the broken world. With all but one piece, Osiris's phallus, which was said to have been swallowed by an oxfish in the Nile, making it irrecoverable, finally recovered, Isis, with the powerful assistance of Nephthys and sometimes the wise Thoth, god of knowledge, writing, and magic, who offered his profound insights into ancient rituals, began the miraculous process of reassembling Osiris. Through her powerful magic, her deep, unwavering love, her profound understanding of the mysteries of life and death, and her meticulous attention to detail, Isis meticulously put the pieces back together, binding them with linen strips and powerful spells. This was the very first act of mummification, a sacred ritual designed not merely to preserve the physical body, but to prepare the soul for its arduous journey to the afterlife and to enable resurrection. Imagine the quiet intensity of this moment. The delicate reconstruction of a divine being, performed with loving, determined hands and ancient, whispered spells, the air thick with magic and hope. This foundational act laid the groundwork for all future funerary practices in ancient Egypt, instilling a deep respect for the body's integrity and the soul's passage into eternity, a profound belief in overcoming death itself. Though Osiris could not be fully restored to earthly life as a living ruler, as one crucial part of him was lost, Isis, through her unparalleled magic and immense willpower, managed to conceive a child with him one last time, breathing life into his reassembled form for a brief, sacred moment. This miraculous conception gave birth to Horus, the falcon-headed god, who was destined to avenge his father's unjust death and ultimately restore order to the cosmos. Isis then meticulously hid Horus in the dense protective papyrus swamps of the Nile Delta, nurturing him in secret and guarding him fiercely from Seth's relentless wrath, ensuring his survival until he was strong enough to fulfill his destiny. This period of hidden growth and quiet anticipation became a profound symbol of hope for the future, a silent promise of justice waiting to unfold, a new dawn rising from the deepest shadows. Osiris, though no longer able to rule the living world, became the benevolent lord of the underworld, establishing the realm of the dead as a place of order, judgment, and eventual renewal. His story, therefore, became the central myth of the Egyptian afterlife, offering comfort, guidance, and the profound promise of resurrection and eternal life to all who lived according to the principles of Ma'at. He became the impartial judge of souls, weighing their hearts against the feather of truth, ensuring that the journey to the afterlife was guided by fairness and cosmic balance. His reign in the Duat, the underworld, was one of quiet dignity, a silent assurance that death was but a transition, not an end, a journey towards a new form of existence. The saga of Osiris, Isis, Seth, and Nephthys is far more than just a tale of family drama and divine conflict. It is a profound foundational narrative about the cyclical nature of life, death, and resurrection. It teaches us about the enduring power of love and unwavering devotion in the face of unimaginable betrayal and profound loss. It highlights the eternal, necessary struggle between order, Ma'at, and chaos, Isfet, powerfully represented by Osiris and Seth, and emphasizes the crucial necessity of both forces for the universe to exist in dynamic balance. Isis's unwavering determination in bringing Osiris back from death and conceiving Horus symbolizes the boundless capacity for hope, profound resilience, and the unstoppable power of creation, even amidst utter destruction. Nephthys's quiet support and compassionate presence remind us of the often unseen but vital importance of solidarity, empathy, and comfort in times of profound sorrow and transition. This divine family's story became the cornerstone of ancient Egyptian belief, offering profound comfort and unwavering assurance about the mysterious journey into the afterlife. It showed that even through the darkest trials and the most devastating losses, love can persist eternally. Life can continually renew itself, and justice can ultimately prevail, restoring harmony to the cosmos. Their narratives echoed deeply in the hearts of all Egyptians, providing a spiritual compass for their earthly lives and a peaceful, hopeful vision for their eternal journeys. The gentle, rhythmic flow of the Nile, mirroring the cyclical flow of life, death, and rebirth, became a constant, soothing reminder of this profound saga. a comforting presence deeply embedded in the very landscape of Egypt. As our journey through the story of the divine family draws to a close, feel the lingering echoes of their enduring love and the profound lessons they impart. The unwavering devotion of Isis, the benevolent reign of Osiris, the turbulent yet essential nature of Seth, and the quiet, supportive presence of Nephthys. These stories are not just myths. They are whispers of cosmic truths that resonate deep within us. They remind us of the profound interconnectedness of all things, of how love can overcome even the greatest adversities, and how balance is essential for the harmony of existence. Allow the images of Isis's determined search, Osiris's gentle rebirth, and the silent, guiding presence of the divine family to settle in your mind. Feel the comforting presence of their enduring love, a promise of continuity and connection even beyond earthly bounds. As you drift deeper into slumber, know that you are part of this grand, ancient tapestry, a thread woven into the very fabric of existence. The world, in its deepest essence, is a place of profound order and gentle beauty, a safe haven born from primordial calm. May these tales bring you a sense of peace, a quiet understanding of the enduring power of love and resilience, and a restful night's sleep. The journey has just begun, and the wisdom of the old world awaits your return. Sleep well, and let the gentle currents of these ancient stories carry you into the deepest, most rejuvenating dreams.